welcome to this deep dive.
All right.
Today we're tackling some pretty big questions.
Okay.
The nature of evidence, limits of knowledge,
Yeah.
and of course, are we alone in the universe?
Big questions.
Right.
Absolutely.
You've provided us with a great starting point, an interview with Neil deGrasse Tyson
Oh, yeah.
on the Joe Rogan Experience, and I am ready to unpack some of those thought-provoking gems that he drops throughout this.
Yeah. It's always fascinating to explore Tyson's insights, you know? He has a real knack for making complex ideas accessible,
Yeah.
but he also pushes us to examine those ideas from a scientific perspective.
Right.
And this particular interview, it's a real roller coaster.
Yeah.
It covers everything from UFOs to the Big Bang,
Oh, wow.
and it even delves into how we define truth itself.
Let's jump right in.
Yeah.
The UFO phenomenon seems like a natural place to start.
Sure.
Tyson doesn't shy away from discussing it,
Mm-hmm.
but he definitely doesn't jump on the aliens are here bandwagon, does he?
Not at all. What's interesting is how he approaches the Pentagon's confirmation of unidentified aerial phenomena, or UAPs.
Right.
You know, he acknowledges the public's fascination with the idea that these could be alien spacecraft.
Right.
But he reminds us that confirmation of the phenomena doesn't equate to confirmation of their origin.
He seems more interested in the evidence, or rather, the lack of it in some cases.
Exactly. He emphasizes the need to scrutinize, censor data radar readings, eyewitness accounts before jumping to conclusions.
Yeah.
You know, he even points out how easily human perception can be fooled,
Okay.
highlighting the need for rigorous scientific analysis. Like, take, for example, how leaves are often depicted in movies and TV shows.
Oh, okay.
Set designers frequently create this, unrealistic, evenly spread pattern of leaves on the ground, assuming that's what randomness looks like.
Right.
But true randomness,
Yeah.
it creates clusters and patterns that might not fit our intuitive expectations.
So is he saying we might misinterpret what we see in the sky because of our preconceived notions?
It's a possibility he raises. You know, we might see something unusual and automatically assume it's an alien spacecraft,
Right.
when it could be a natural phenomenon, advanced drone technology, or something we haven't even considered yet.
Yeah.
He reminds us that extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence,
Yeah.
and blurry photos or anecdotal accounts simply don't meet that standard.
But doesn't he also suggest that if an advanced alien civilization were visiting us, their technology might be so sophisticated that we wouldn't even be able to detect it?
Right.
It seems a little contradictory.
That's where his emphasis on probabilities and critical thinking comes in.
Okay.
Think about it. Billions of people now carry high-resolution cameras in their pockets,
Right.
capturing footage of all sorts of events that would have gone undocumented in the past.
Yeah.
If alien spacecraft were frequent visitors, wouldn't we have a lot more clear and compelling evidence by now?
It's a compelling argument, but I still wonder if his skepticism towards the possibility of detecting advanced technology contradicts his earlier point about potential covert human technology explaining UAP sightings.
That's a great observation.
Yeah.
He doesn't necessarily see it as a contradiction.
Okay.
He's simply urging us to consider all possibilities,
All
to
right.
be cautious in our interpretation,
Yeah.
and to prioritize evidence over speculation.
Mm-hmm.
He's not saying aliens aren't visiting, but he's pushing back against the idea that every unexplained sighting is proof of extraterrestrial activity.
Okay. So this leads us nicely into his discussion about the different types of truth.
Right.
Personal, political, and objective.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating framework for understanding how we interpret information,
Wow.
especially when it comes to something as contentious as UFO sightings.
Absolutely.
Mm.
He uses these categories to differentiate between subjective beliefs, claims often repeated to fit specific agendas,
Yeah.
and truths established through scientific methods. Think about how these different types of truth might play out in discussions about UFOs.
Yeah.
Someone could have a deep personal conviction that they've encountered an alien spacecraft,
Yeah.
a truth that holds significant meaning for them regardless of external evidence.
And then you have those politically charged narratives about government cover-ups and hidden agendas that spread through repetition and feed into existing distrust of authority.
Right.
For some, those narratives become a kind of truth, even without concrete evidence.
Exactly. And then there's objective truth,
Yeah.
the realm of science where Rigorous analysis of data and verifiable evidence are paramount.
Right.
Tyson consistently emphasizes the importance of understanding the differences between these types of truth, particularly in our current information landscape where misinformation and biased perspectives can easily cloud our judgment.
It's like he's saying we need to be more discerning consumers of information.
Yeah.
Not just accepting things at face value, but digging deeper, examining the evidence, and understanding how different types of truth shape the narratives we encounter.
Precisely. And it's this emphasis on critical thinking that makes his perspective so valuable.
Right.
He's urging us to move beyond simply believing or disbelieving and to engage in a more nuanced and informed analysis of the world around us.
It's a perfect example of how a deep dive can spark a chain reaction of questions, starting with UFOs.
Yeah.
We've already touched on the nature of evidence, the limits of human perception, and the complexities of truth itself.
Yeah. It's amazing how these things are all connected.
And this is just the tip of the iceberg.
It is. It's clear we're in for a fascinating ride as we explore more of Tyson's insights.
So where do we go from here? What other thought-provoking concepts are waiting to be unearthed?
Well, Tyson delves into some pretty mind-bending territory when he discusses the Big Rip,
Oh, wow.
a potential scenario for the end of the universe.
Okay.
It's a concept that forces us to grapple with the vastness of time and space.
All right, so from UFOs to the potential end of the universe, talk about a leap.
Yeah, I know, right? But I'm game if you are.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's dive into the mind-boggling concepts of the Big Rip and the multiverse next.
All right, prepare to have your mind stretched as we venture into the realm of the Big Rip and the multiverse.
From UFOs to the potential end of the universe, talk about a leap. But I'm game if you are.
Absolutely. The Big Rip, as Tyson explains it, is a hypothetical scenario where the expansion of the universe accelerates to such an extreme that it eventually rips apart the very fabric of space-time, galaxies, stars, planets, even atoms themselves would be torn asunder.
Okay, that's a pretty bleak picture. It makes those UFO sightings seem almost trivial in comparison.
It certainly puts things into perspective, but what's fascinating is that this concept isn't just some sci-fi fantasy. It's rooted in our current understanding of physics, specifically the concept of dark energy.
Dark energy. Refresh my memory on that one.
Sure, dark energy is this mysterious force that seems to be counteracting gravity, driving the accelerated expansion of the universe. We can't see it or directly detect it, but we can infer its presence through its effects on the cosmos.
So if dark energy continues to dominate, it could eventually lead to this Big Rip scenario.
That's one possibility, although it depends on the nature of dark energy, which is still poorly understood. But the Big Rip is a thought experiment that helps us grapple with the potential consequences of an ever-expanding universe.
And how does the concept of the multiverse tie into all of this?
Well, the idea of the multiverse arises from various areas of physics, including quantum mechanics and string theory. It suggests that our universe, vast as it is, might be just one bubble among countless others, each potentially with its own unique set of physical laws and constants.
So there could be universes where gravity works differently or where the speed of light is faster or slower?
Exactly. It's a mind-boggling concept, isn't it? Some theories suggest that these other universes could even have different dimensions or completely different laws of physics altogether.
It makes our understanding of reality feel incredibly limited, almost like we're just scratching the surface of what's truly out there.
That's the beauty of these concepts. They push us beyond the boundaries of our current knowledge and force us to confront the vast unknown. It's humbling and exhilarating at the same time.
And it makes you wonder if those UFOs we were discussing earlier might be visitors from another universe rather than another planet within our own.
That's a thought-provoking idea, and one that Tyson doesn't entirely dismiss. While he emphasizes the need for scientific rigor when evaluating UFO sightings, he also acknowledges the potential for phenomena beyond our current understanding.
I'm curious about the different types of multiverses he describes. He mentions bubble universes, but are there other models as well?
He touches on the idea of a quilted multiverse, where different regions of space might have slightly different physical laws, creating a patchwork of variations across a single vast universe. He also mentions the concept of brain worlds, which suggests that our universe might exist on a membrane or brain alongside other brains representing other universes, potentially interacting with each other in ways we can't yet comprehend.
It's incredible to think about the vast diversity of reality that might exist beyond our own limited perspective.
It's almost impossible to wrap our heads around, but it highlights the potential for discoveries that could fundamentally alter our understanding of the cosmos.
This all ties back to his point about the importance of embracing unanswered questions and being willing to explore the unknown, even when it challenges our current understanding of the universe.
Absolutely. He sees those unanswered questions as a source of inspiration rather than frustration. They drive us to keep seeking, to keep questioning, and to keep pushing the boundaries of what we know.
Speaking of pushing boundaries, his thoughts on the potential dangers of broadcasting our presence into space are certainly thought-provoking. It's a perspective that makes you question our assumptions about the benevolent nature of advanced alien civilizations.
He raises some valid concerns, drawing parallels to our own history on Earth, where encounters between civilizations with differing levels of technology often resulted in the exploitation or subjugation of the less advanced group.
It's a sobering thought that challenges our often romanticized notions of alien contact.
He suggests that we might be better off erring on the side of caution, at least until we have a better understanding of the potential risks and consequences of making contact.
It's a fascinating ethical dilemma, and one that highlights the responsibility we have as a species to consider the broader implications of our actions on a cosmic scale.
It also emphasizes the importance of critical thinking, not just in terms of analyzing data and evidence, but also in terms of evaluating our own assumptions and biases.
This brings us back to his discussion about the three types of truth, and how understanding the differences between personal truth, political truth, and objective truth is crucial for navigating the complexities of the world, especially when it comes to something as profound as the search for extraterrestrial intelligence.
You're exactly right. It's a reminder that our beliefs, the information we're exposed to, and the way we interpret that information all contribute to our individual understanding of reality. And when it comes to something as complex and potentially paradigm shifting as alien contact, we need to be extra vigilant in separating fact from fiction, speculation from evidence.
So how do we navigate this complex landscape of information and beliefs? Tyson seems to be advocating for a more skeptical, evidence-based approach.
He is, and he emphasizes that skepticism doesn't equate to closed-mindedness. It's about asking critical questions, demanding evidence for claims, and being willing to revise our beliefs in light of new information.
It's about cultivating a healthy balance between curiosity and critical thinking. We need to be open to the possibility of the extraordinary while remaining grounded in the principles of scientific inquiry.
And it's about understanding that the pursuit of knowledge is a continuous process, an ongoing dialogue between what we know and what we don't know.
Speaking of knowledge and discovery, Tyson also delves into the fascinating world of artificial intelligence and its potential impact on human consciousness.
Ah, yes. His discussion of Elon Musk's Neuralink project, which aims to develop implantable brain-machine interfaces, is particularly intriguing.
He seems both intrigued and cautious about the possibilities. What are his main concerns about this type of technology?
He raises several interesting points. First, he questions whether directly connecting our brains to the internet would necessarily lead to the positive outcomes some envision. He argues that we already have access to a vast repository of information through our smartphones and other devices. So what would direct brain-to-internet access truly achieve?
It seems like he's concerned about the potential for unintended consequences and perhaps even the amplification of some of our less desirable human tendencies.
Exactly. He points out that such technology could exacerbate our susceptibility to misinformation, making it easier to access and spread false or misleading content. He also expresses concern about the potential for manipulation and control, particularly if such technology were to fall into the wrong hands.
And he touches on the philosophical implications, questioning how merging with technology might alter our understanding of what it means to be human.
It's a profound question, and one that we need to grapple with as technology continues to advance and blur the lines between human and machine.
These are some pretty heavy topics, even for a deep dive. I'm ready for something a little lighter. Didn't Tyson talk about his latest book in this interview?
He did. He mentions Cosmic Queries, which delves into some of the biggest questions about the universe, but in a way that celebrates human curiosity and our desire to understand the world around us.
Maybe that's a good place to shift gears to explore Tyson's approach to making complex topics accessible and engaging.
Sounds like a plan. Let's dive into the world of Cosmic Queries and Tyson's thoughts on fostering a love of learning and exploration. So we've delved into some pretty heavy topics.
UFOs, the end of the universe,
Yeah.
artificial intelligence merging with human consciousness.
Yeah,
I need a moment to process it all.
I hear you.
Yeah.
But maybe Tyson's book, Cosmic Queries, is the perfect antidote. He frames these big questions in a way that celebrates our innate curiosity rather than getting bogged down in fear or despair.
It's like he's saying, let's acknowledge the vast unknowns, but let's also revel in the wonder of it all.
Exactly. He wants to reignite that childlike sense of awe and fascination with the universe, the kind that makes you ask, why is the sky blue? Or what are stars made of?
And he seems particularly passionate about fostering that curiosity in children. almost like he sees it as a key to unlocking their potential.
He definitely emphasizes the importance of nurturing a love of learning from a young age, arguing that it's crucial for cultivating critical thinking skills and a lifelong desire to explore and understand the world.
I'm curious about his thoughts on the creative process, both in science and in life more broadly. Did he touch on that at all?
He did. He believes true creativity often stems from unexpected sources, from casual conversations to moments of quiet contemplation. He even suggests that sometimes the most productive thing we can do is allow ourselves to be bored, to let our minds wander and see where our curiosity leads us.
It's a perspective that challenges our modern obsession with productivity and constant stimulation.
He's advocating for a more mindful approach, one that recognizes the value of downtime and allows space for those aha moments to emerge.
It makes me think about his discussion of the different types of truth, personal, political, and objective. He seems to be saying that true understanding comes from a willingness to question our assumptions and to seek evidence, even if it challenges our deeply held beliefs.
Absolutely. He sees objective truth as established through the scientific method as a powerful tool for transcending individual biases and building a shared understanding of the world.
It's like he's saying, let's acknowledge our individual perspectives, but let's also strive for a common ground based on evidence and reason.
And he recognizes that science doesn't have all the answers, but it's the most reliable method we have for exploring the unknown, testing our hypotheses, and refining our understanding of the universe.
So where does that leave us? After this deep dive into Tyson's thoughts on everything from UFOs to the
Yeah.
multiverse, what key takeaways would you say stand out?
For me, it's that blend of scientific rigor and unbridled curiosity that Tyson embodies. He encourages us to approach the world with a critical eye, to demand evidence, but also to remain open to the possibility of the extraordinary.
I think that's a perfect encapsulation of what this deep dive is all about. It's about engaging with complex ideas, challenging our assumptions, and ultimately expanding our understanding of the universe and our place within it.
And it's a reminder that the pursuit of knowledge is an ongoing journey, a constant process of discovery and refinement. There's always more to learn, more to explore, and more to wonder about.
So to our listeners, we leave you with this. What resonated most with you from this deep dive? What new questions are swirling in your mind? Keep those sparks of curiosity alive and keep exploring.
Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep diving deep.